Ah, yes.
Yeah, that one's a golf ball. Still, he's on you, bro. And they're bloody yummy.
Yeah.
Shot, boys.
Yeah. She was uneven. What's that, boys? Look at me go. Hey.
Today's episode is called The Epic Shellfish Adventure. Cockles, Karahu, Pāua and Kina. Today I'm joined by 3 awesome guys from Dunedin and we'll be going to 3 different locations targeting 4 different sorts of shellfish. It's a real mixed bag today and it's a real cool adventure. We end the day off with a bit of fire and a bit of food. Anyway, kick back, relax, it's an awesome episode. Let's get amongst it. Before the mission even started, I managed to catch up with these guys again. Caught up with these legends right here. Got myself a nice new pāua knife. Cheers to the boys at Fisheries. Appreciate that one. I had a bit of a friendly chat with those fisheries officers and let them know our plan for the morning, and then we cruised around the corner to our cockle spot. I think my touch is real sharp, I think it's right, chat.
Ah, yes, sweet.
Can't go wrong. So we want all that size, nothing small.
Okay.
Okay. Stay on the edges of the shelly bit, not the real shelly bit.
Yeah.
So it's just the sand edge here is real good. Oh yeah, there we go. I found the family. Look at that one, it's a golf ball.
Ah.
Jesus,
Yeah.
just found a little family of big dogs. Ouch, there's the odd sharp one. Ah, it's that one I got before. My voice is pretty croaky and there's a bit of extra sniffing and stuff that goes on in today's video. That's because at the time of filming this I was actually pretty crook, but I wouldn't let a little thing like being sick get in the way of a good adventure. Hey.
Oh, brah.
Yeah, that's what we want, big dogs. The daily limit for cockles in this area is 50 per person per day, but we're not going to get anywhere near that today. We're just here to grab a feed. Boys are on the mission. Cockles on. He's not giving up either. He's like, for risk life or death to get the spugger. He's on you, bro. He's into it. He's not giving up. The little dog. That is so
myself.
Bloody wasp. They know, eh?
Brilliant.
Meanwhile, look at these big dogs. Look at that. Good times. Oh yeah, that one's a golf ball. Man. Oh bro, those are good too. Real good ones.
Me one, eh?
Yeah bro, that one in particular on the top's a dog.
I'm keeping it to measure you all up.
Might be the biggest one. And just as we're finishing up, guess who turns up to do a raid? That's right, the fisheries officers roll into town. Nah, I reckon they just wanted to know exactly where my cockle spot was in exchange for that pāua knife. Here's our track. The boys in blue did a quick check on our catch and then they carried on their way. And so did we. We piled back in the truck and cruised up the road a little bit to this sweet muddy spot where we'll be gathering some karahu. But these are the easiest seafood in the world to harvest, so just go for the big ones.
I'm pretty sure I have tried these when I was
Yeah.
They just scoop them out with a needle.
Yeah, that's the ones, bro.
Well, give it a go.
So we'll just aim for the big dogs. There's like so many. So you go like this, and you just, and then yep. That one, 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 that one. It's good for you.
So what do you do with these? Can they boil
Just
them too?
boil them just a little bit and then use a pin or a toothpick and you whip them out of the shell.
Yeah. Oh, hey.
And they're bloody yummy. They're really sweet little things.
Muddy feet adventures, eh lads? Gotta live up to it, eh? Ouch. Ouch. Yeah, I got a bit poked up through here, but you do survive. There's a little bit of blackberry up here, but it's not. The gorse is the little pokey bit along here. Ouch. It's just when they get me in my lily white thighs, bro. Yeah, that's my weak spot.
Feel that on my thighs.
Yeah. Stash those in the mud wagon and continue the mission. Hopefully a little bit of black gold next.
Pāua, aka black gold, is definitely on the hit list for very soon, but it turns out we were all starving, so we decided on some greasy gold instead and got ourselves a good feed of beautiful fish and chips. We weren't disappointed either. These were delicious.
Good chip.
It's good. It's hot, but it's good. I support that scallop. After we all had a good feed in our bellies, we piled back into the mud wagon once again and carried on down the road to our next spot, where the plan was to get our diving gears on and jump in and see if we could get a feed of pāua and maybe a kina.
Style. You just have to squeeze it and it'll pop out. It's like a blackhead.
After a short walk down the coast, we find a likely looking spot, so we stop and kit up. While we're doing that, one of the boys is having a little bit of a walk around and spots himself a big seal sitting up on the rocks.
Okay, hopefully he doesn't come to visit us out here. Hey? Good? Cool. How are we feeling? Good.
We put our last little bits of kit on in the shallows while getting thrown around a little bit by the wash, and then we sort of belly crawl out and then climb over the top of this bull kelp. Now, we don't have this bull kelp where I'm from. It's pretty cool stuff, but it's pretty tiring scrambling over the top of it. The first thing I notice when I get past the kelp bed is that the visibility is pretty bad today. She's a pretty creamy one. It's going to be pretty challenging diving, but I certainly won't let that stop me. I check under that little ledge for a cray, but there's nobody home, so I make my way back to the surface, pop my head out and compare notes with the boys.
It's pretty dirty. Yeah.
After a fair bit of what we call hongi diving, I managed to track down a specimen of the target species, which is of course a beautiful Blackfoot pāua. This camera somehow makes the visibility of the water look much better than it actually is, and there's a good example of that right here when I go wha-bam and I try to pop this rock off another rock, mistaking it for a pāua. Honestly, as good as I can tell, that was indeed a big pāua, but it turned into a rock. When I popped to the surface, I just checked where the boys are. I'm pretty stoked they didn't see that. Anyway, I have another good breathe up and make my way down to the bottom. And lucky I keep my chill because my luck is just about to change. As I'm cruising along, mooching along the bottom here, I spot something delicious that I'm pretty happy to find. The first and only Kina that I find today. And believe it or not, on the same dive, I drop down a little bit further, and in this crack just down here, I spot a big dog pāua.
There's some big dog, bro. It's almost legal sideways. I've been working so hard.
Yeah.
I found the Kina and the pāua in the same breath. I'm almost done, bro.
I have a little bit more of a mooch around, but we've actually been in the water for quite a while at this stage, and I'm pretty content with the other shellfish we have anyway. We've definitely got ourselves a tasty feed for later on. I check a few more holes for crayfish and have a good mooch around, but it's pretty much unsuccessful. So we make the call and decide to head back to shore.
That's enough, bro. That's enough.
A bit of a scramble back over the top of that bull kelp and back into the shallows, and just in time for wha-bam! That sneaky little wave came up behind me and washed me onto my face, but on the bright side it did wash me further up into the shallows, making it a little bit easier for me to get my kit off now.
Really challenging dive, that one, but managed to get 2 pāua and a Kina, which is enough for a feed, so happy days. Right, hard work, eh? Bro, it's brutal. Bro, it's hard to see anything, eh?
So cold, eh? There's another dive under my belt.
Yeah, bro.
It's a dive, but it's, you know.
Nah, it's a dive. Bro, that's a big pāua, that one.
Nice.
Yeah, she's a goodie. Yeah, sweet. So my little one's legal as.
Yeah, legal sideways.
And that one is almost legal sideways. Yeah, bro. Man, we've got a kite.
Yeah.
Shot, boys.
Yeah.
Good mission. In there.
It's just enough.
Yeah.
Just enough.
That hill was unfair, eh? Yeah.
And for the final time today, we all pile back into the mud wagon, make our way back through Dunedin and over to Levi's place, where we fire up the wizard fire pit, put a pot of water on the top, and steam open some of those beautiful cockles and some tuatuas that we grabbed earlier. In no time at all, there's nothing left to do but tuck in, and we enjoy it all with a few good yarns and wash it down with a couple of tasty lemonades.
Well,
Give it a go. Thank you, sir.
What is this? What is this thing I'm eating?
That's for sure.
I've done it. I've done it. I've done it, boys. Look at me go. Look at me go.
Thanks again to the Dunedin crew for another epic adventure, and to all of you legends watching at home, I hope you've enjoyed this week's episode, and remember to always pat the dog.